we have Tom and Chi in the back, all free. Up in a minute, but grilled cheese and salad. If you're a little hungry, bottles of water and that kind of. Feel free to dig into that. Today's going to be a little different than most of normally I have like 50 slides, just a few to kick things off, and then we'll do the rest of the live. We're going to pull up plugins, and I want this to so we'll go through that. I've got all the plugins that you guys mentioned in the article, and along with all the ones we use. We have a lot to look at. Certainly, I'm hoping discussion will then branch things to use. For those run Green Melon Media, mostly all at the How Conference, learning. We have Brooke up here with me. We have a video playback of this. We won't have slides to post later. We will have and probably a little summary of all things WordPress. A lot of you already know that. We have the Facebook group that's relevant to questions in between meetups about WordPress stuff or plugins or whatever. Ask it there. We also have a LinkedIn and Google Plus community you can find at allthingswordpress.com. We have our Slack team that we're trying to build up a little bit more. Go to allthingswordpress.com/Slack if you want to join that. It's kind of a AOL instant messenger kind of thing, but more than that, it's becoming very popular. It's hard to explain in one shot, but it's just kind of a live chat / delayed chat sort of place to hang out and ask questions and do things. We use it a ton at Green Melon for our internal team. I can see it becoming more valuable for us, but we'll see where it goes. Also, more just for the sake of playing around, Google announced Google Spaces earlier this week, which is kind of their take on Slack, kind of a single room at a time. Could be kind of interesting. I think it's made more for if you're going on a trip, like we're going to the beach in a couple weeks. I think we need to create a little space for all of us that are going so we can share ideas and thoughts and stuff. But I'm like, what the heck? We made one for us. So go to gmm.2/WP space. And you'll get into our Google Space, and you can, if you want to play with it. I don't see us using it a whole lot, but maybe I'm wrong. But I like to play with this stuff and see where it's useful, and you'll probably want to do the same so you can see if it's useful. Maybe one of your clients could find value in it, or you might somewhere. So it's worth checking out. Next week, in this room at the same time, we're talking about smooth projects from start to finish. So talking about our process a bit, we're talking about the tools we use, sort of a handful of different meetups we've done in the past, kind of putting them all in one. Here's how we go through it. Here's some tools we pull in, and again, I want your input on other tools you use. Where we say we struggle with, collecting copy from our clients or whatever, and there's other tools to help with that. So again, hoping for a good discussion out of that. So that should be kind of fun. The first week in June, there's not a developers meetup that Aaron and Diana do. They're at Asheville, WordCamp Asheville that week, along with a handful of other folks. So no developers one, so just be aware of that. The week after that is Kathy Druin's monthly one, Tuesday, June 9th in the evening, the East Cobb Government Center. Talking about 48 resources to go from newbie to pro. I don't know where Kathy is today, but I'm sure she has something wise to say about that. Wisecracking. And then going further, we've actually posted a lot of ours through the summer. We already have them out there, so you can check them out. June 16th, we're going to talk about backing up, updating, and restoring your site. So getting into FTP and some of the weird, backing up MySQL databases and plugins, and just kind of dealing with all that and trying to simplify it because it can get a little weird understanding all that stuff. So we'll kind of break it down and show you some free tools and show you how that all comes together. The week after that, our business one on June 23rd. Tom McFarland will be coming in. A lot of you know Tom from WordCamp and other things. Very sharp WordPress developer that has his own business, has been doing it for a while, so he's going to talk about that. Pressware is his company. He's going to talk about Pressware and publishing and passion and again, kind of the business angle of running a WordPress-based company. In his case, largely by himself, which is a good angle to take, and we'll learn more about what he does. And then July 21st, getting out even further, Isaac Scheidt, who's usually here. I thought he was coming today as well. But he'll be talking, this is more beginner-level stuff. It sounds complicated, but using Advanced Custom Fields, which is a plugin, to build custom page templates. So without having to write a bunch of code, there's plugins you can use to create those custom page templates, and he'll be digging into that in July. So a whole lot of stuff coming up, and then we have, of course, more Kathy's in there and developer stuff, and so just keep an eye on the meetup page. And before we dig in, of course, we have Carl Becker from ClickHost to tell us all about how awesome they are, and they are awesome because they brought us our Tom and Chi, and they'll have more giveaways for us. So, and awesome hosting, not to mention the Tom and Chi. Tom and Chi is just extra. Yeah, take it away.
I have the bowl again. So typically we have a drawing for 2 Tom and Chi gift certificates where you can, if you like this, you can have some more in Kennesaw. And I see there's still a lot of sandwiches and a couple of salads back there, so please help yourself. So if you want to be part of the drawing, just drop your business card in there. And today I want to announce something new that we're doing. We are now providing WordPress hosting on Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services is what runs Amazon.com, Netflix, Airbnb, Slack, Dropbox, a lot of other very large companies. And we will now be providing WordPress managed services on Amazon Web Services. And today, if you throw your card in, we'll pull a winner where we'll give you free hosting on Amazon Web Services for a year. And the value is around $360 for the year. So somebody lucky in this room will win WordPress hosting on Amazon Web Services. So that's it from me. I'm in the back. If you need me, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you, Mickey.
And remind me at the end, because normally my last slide is to remind Carl to come pull names out of there, and again, I want to make more slides, so I'm apt to forget at the end, so please help me with that. Yeah, give me just a sec here, and I will cut the presentation, and we will go. I have a whole bunch of tabs pulled up with, again, plugins that we use and plugins you guys use, and we'll start walking through them, and we can say yay or nay, or there's one that's better than that or worse than that, and again, please value your input coming back on that. Just a sec here. All right, and for the sake of simplicity, yeah, there's a whole lot of tabs, as you can see at the top there, so we have a bunch to go through. But again, I just wanted to list everything that you guys mentioned, and all the ones that we use, and we'll just kind of see where we get. We'll go through them fairly quickly, but certainly stop and ask for other stuff. And interesting, the first one is Admin Page Spider, which Chris Scholl mentioned, and I thought she was going to be here, but I don't see her yet, so I don't know a whole lot about this one. I believe the basic idea is anywhere you are on the site, the black bar at the top will let you see all your pages. You can see home, blog, whatever. You can jump to any page from the top bar and have your full navigation structure up there to quickly jump to edit any page rather than having to go to the page and find it and edit it. So it seems kind of cool. I've not used it, and Chris isn't here to vouch for it, but it seems like an interesting one. So Admin Page Spider is that one. And we'll close some of these tabs as we go to hopefully you can breathe a little bit. The Kismet, I think most of you probably use this for anti-spam stuff. It's the only decent plugin that comes pre-installed with WordPress. The catch is you need to get one of their API keys to make it work. They make it look like you need to pay for one, but you really don't. If you go in there, you probably should. Again, we pay for ours. If you use it a lot and get value out of it, throw them a couple bucks. You know, it's worth doing. But if you don't have that to spend, you can go in and it says, how much is this key worth to you? And you can drag the slider and you can slide it to 0 if you want. So, and they'll still give you the key and you can still use it. It does a great job. Anyone not use that in favor of something else to block comment spam? No? No? I mean, I think most people just use that, and because we all use it, it makes it better because it learns from all of our sites, and it all gets better as a result. So, Kismet is pretty awesome. Let's see, all-in-one event calendar. Gretchen, there you go. You mentioned this one, I think. Tell us about it. Is this the right one? Does that look like it? Okay, cool.
Well, I was looking for something that would allow the users to download the ICS for the different events. So it works really well for that. I couldn't find a lot of free ones that did that. Okay,
cool. So it lets you add events and you do recurring events and stuff in there? Mm-hmm. You know? Okay, cool. I'm trying to think of the one we use, and I don't remember the name, and Ashley's not here to tell me. So, other calendar ones you guys like? Offhand? Event Calendar Pro. Cool.
That's a paid one, right? Well, they have a free one, and then things like recurring events, you have to pay something.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I've not used this all-in-one event calendar, but I mean, it gets solid reviews. Has 100,000 plus active installs. I mean, it was updated 2 days ago. I mean, it checks all the boxes for being at least a decent plugin. So certainly, if you have a need for a calendar, that's a good one to check out. So thank you for that one. Next, we won't spend a whole lot of time here because we spent a lot of time on it lately. My tabs will catch up. This poor laptop can't handle 800 tabs at a time. Come on. There we go. Beaver Builder. So if you're not familiar with Beaver Builder, the quick version is it's kind of a drag and drop editor, not unlike Visual Composer or Divi or some of those. Again, I don't want to spend a lot of time on it because we just covered it in depth last month. And so if you go to our site, You can see the video replay and slides and stuff from that Aaron covered, but easily I'd say the best of those kind of tools, at least in our opinion. There's certainly no definitive way to say